Ba-da, ba-dum. Number two, I guess. Alright, man, it seems like I'll go especially crazy tonight. Everything seems to die easily. It's like I'm in the desert of the moon. But with this, there's no way I'll miss Rover's death either. Cracks are everywhere. I put my glasses back on. Grabbing my knife, I walk towards the school building. I pass through the front entrance. Even walking normally is difficult. The distance to the school building seems incredibly long. Tonakun will split up here. Senpai says this suddenly. From here on out, please go ahead by yourself. I will be doing something else. Something else, Senpai. You're going to do something else? Now look, even my goal is to deal with Roa. It seems this Roa is stronger than his previous host, so I can't face him directly. You can't. When you and Arcueid are killed by Roa, I will use that opening to dispose of him. She says this directly with a serious expression. Oh, how nice. You really seem serious, Senpai. Yes, that was the last time I'm letting someone my personal circumstances enter my work. You're fighting for aren't you, Tonakun? Like that, I also have my reasons. So from now on, I cannot help you. Oh yeah, thanks, Senpai. Since this might be goodbye, let me say I like you, Senpai. It was fun spending time with you and Arcueid and talking about stupid things. It was not fun for me. Yes, it was like a dream for me too. Bye, Seal. Hope you die. Senpai disappears towards the building like a black shadow. Well, time to go. I push my body, which hurts even every time I move, and run into the school building. Okay. The school building is full of cracks, as if a small tire was introduced inside, and they shift higher and higher. It seems the fight between Arcueid and Roa already began. Upstairs, I spit this out as I run dash upstairs. I gasp for air. I make it to the fourth floor. The cracks running through the walls continue down the hall and to the passageway which connects to the two buildings. Damn it. I somehow manage to move my wavering legs and run towards the connecting passageway. I pass through the hallway and reach this intersection with that passageway. That's the last stop. I was in this hallway before. In the middle of the passageway, two figures are glaring at each other from a distance. Shuki stands at the end of the passageway, reaching to the nearby building wide open, and in the very center, Arcueid is kneeling on the floor, breathing hard. Arcueid! I start to dash towards her, but before then, Arcueid, still kneeling, looks up at me intensely. I can't move. The instant her eyes fixate on me, my body, as it became stone, doesn't move at all. How awful, binding your friends with your mystic eyes like that. It would have been okay for you to let him die with you. Hehehehe. Shuki no Roa laughs amusingly. That's not good. Mystic eyes, why? Why is Arcueid using this on me? Finally. You have finally made it here on time. Why? Why, Arcueid? Arcueid looks away from me and directs her gaze out to Roa. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything to me. She only glares at the enemy in front of her as she breathes painfully. Why? I can't even shout out. Not because of my mystic eyes, but I've finally made it here. Cursing my ineffectiveness of my body, which I was so long starts to lose to its heat. Roa laughs loudly as he watches the two of us. I see. You are finally prepared, Princess. Roa leisurely walks over to Arcueid. Arcueid remains kneeled, unmoving. My, you're pretty good, Shuki. It seems the princess here is going to fight me to save you. If it were the former princess, you would be terrifying, but you are now just a regular vampire. You don't even have the power of a true ancestor anymore. Geez, it would have been better if only you felt your desire. Quiet. Arcueid's voice echoes through the hallway. What is this? If it's not a hallucination, everything about Arcueid starts to waver. What? Roa stops walking forward. Marble, Phantasm? You can still use that? As to be expected from the royalty of the true ancestors, Roa retreats respectfully. However, you cannot win against me because I have something you lack. What's that? The power of death? Arcueid stops breathing as if seizing all movement in order to gather up all her strength. Well, I can't move. You know, don't you, right? It is the experience of death. I know what death is, but you do not. That is our difference. Well, as long as something is alive, it cannot experience death. The only one who knows it is probably only an infinite reincarnated like me. The waving of everything around the Arcueid grows stronger. Humans are instinctually afraid of the unknown. This does not change even for transcendent races like the true ancestors. No matter how much of the occult you study, no matter how long you've lived, you cannot experience death. You will gain so much power by resisting death, but at the same time, it is the source of your weakness. You run away from death whereas I accept it. There is a difference in nature between you, Arcueid Bloodstone, and I, Michael Val Mahjong. You do not accept death actually as an end. You just accepted it as passing on the idea of not accepting death as an end for immortality. Even now I live as a human in this age. An out-of-place ghost like yourself has no place right to judge me crack. The glass along the passageway starts to break. I know, about death, about the darkness, the nothingness which I have journeyed through so many times. To me, death is a little more than a common ritual. Let's say you destroy this body right here. I'll still remain in this world. Why don't you understand? It's useless to find me. Ro spreads his arms highly. Ro doesn't answer. Right. If you still insist on charging me, I will not stop you. Your resistance will be rewarded. Ro lowers his arms and crouches. Everything around the seems on the verge of bursting apart. I can't speak. This isn't good. My brain seems to scream. I should have let this happen. I don't know why. I don't even have any proof. It's just someone who has been seeing death a lot, can tell. Ro and Arcueid. Which one of them is closer to death? Stop. I can't speak. I can't. Crack. The sound of the air itself ripping apart. The whipping of Arcueid's surroundings propagates along the entire passageway. The entire hallway pulses. The glass windows, the walls, the hallway, the whole building. They become rolling waves as if they were a shredder with 10, hundreds, thousands, no, a countless number of blades. In a single instant, Ro's body disappears, distorted, sliced, compressed. What that remains are his ankles. Thus, the sliding on the hallway ceases. Maybe it only lasted a moment. The passageway is like it was before. Only all that's left are Ro's ankles. But it didn't end there. The ankles start to move. They start to run towards Arcueid. As they do, with each step, her leg, his hip, no, his other leg is torso, his arms back to life. Arcueid is still kneeling, not moving. Directly in front of her, Noah's neck and head comes back into being. I couldn't warn her in time. The completely regenerated Roa slices through her stomach, like cutting cleanly through the lines, with no slicing of flesh, no flowing of blood. That was close. I knew it was correct to choose tonight. If the moon was waning, even the slightest bit, I could not have regenerated from just an ankle. A princess, you cannot regenerate from that wound. My claws have the same ability as that man over there. Thud. Arcueid collapses to the floor. This is the power I get from experiencing death. Ironically, I did not know how to use this myself, but he taught me. For someone who has seen death, perceiving its form was not difficult. Ro bows as he kicks Arcueid. I did? Her body trembles towards me. Arcueid, I can move again. It's because the power behind her mystic eyes has vanished. It means her power is no longer working. Damn. Shaking the thought from my mind, I hold her close. Is she alive or dead? A chill runs through me in the instant I hold her. Her body is terribly cold. The only heat left within her is like a candle about to go out. Rua still stands before us, but I don't care about that. Right now I just want to help Arcueid. No, she's dying, okay? Arcueid. I call out to her. Her closed eyes open energetically as if waking from a dream. That was really lame, wasn't it? With patchwork brightness, Arcueid puts forth a strained smile. What kind of stupid things are you saying? Why did you... I can't speak clearly. I wanted to say something more, something better, but my brain doesn't work. I can't be calm now. As I hold her, the lack of lingering warmth in her body tells me it's hopeless. If I took off my glasses, there's no doubt I would see something even more hopeless. More than anything else, I don't want to see that. Oh, why? It's all I can manage to say. Exasperated at myself, I hold her tightly. There's no embrace in response. She doesn't have any strength left in her. All she can do is smile happily. No, this can't be happening. Why did you... Why did you do it all by yourself? We're partners. We said we'd help each other to the very end. Oh yeah, that's right. I kinda forgot. How can you forget? This makes me useless, and I said I would help you. I said I would definitely help you, but I couldn't even help one bit. No, that's not it at all, Shiki. You've helped me more than enough. That's why it's enough already. Cough. She coughs up blood and smiles painfully. So I wanted to thank you. In the end, I'm glad I was able to protect you from Roa. I gasp. The curate's glazed over eyes don't see anything. Not her wound, even Roa, who still lives. Her time, since attacking a while ago, ends right here. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I can't. I can't even lie properly. The light in her eyes is fading. Her body's warmth is rapidly approaching zero. I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose her like this. Cure Yes. Drink my blood. If you do that, you'll get your power back. Not even thinking, I scream that out. She doesn't answer, but slightly she shakes her head. Why? Don't tell me you're still scared. Don't tell me you're still scared. Look, you said it before, right? You asked what if birds or fish had the same amount of intelligence, could I eat them? I would. If it meant I would live, I would. Isn't stealing things from others to live a natural law of the world? That's what she said herself back then. So why? Why does she still shake her head with those pitiful eyes? I don't like talking about what ifs. A denial, but that was my line back then. But she said before that she likes playing with what ifs. Because it feels like there's hope. You're dead. Really? I like what ifs. Even if it is sugarcoating, I feel like there's always some hope, isn't there? But I can't finish. My throat is just so tight. I can't speak properly. That's true, but right now there's something else I want more. With a waving voice, I ask her what it is. Yeah, I want you to... Okay. Kiss me, Shiki. What? Such a simple thing. Is that alright? I press my lips to hers. It isn't sweet like before or gentle. Just a kiss where I press my lips against her cold lips without any warmth. So is she dying? Okay, I guess. Is it a bad ending, or is it the true ending, or what? After that, she smiles as if extremely happy. I always wanted to do something like that. Oh? You really like that? You really like strange things, yeah. But I'm still happy. Just that felt so good. I like how Ro was just there watching. I've lived for so long, but I've never been this happy like I am now. So I kind of thought to myself, maybe disappearing like this might be good. After murmuring such a thing, more warmth disappears from her body. She died. Arcueid? There's no response. Even though her body's still there. Even though her body is still this soft. Even though I can still remember the sound of her voice in my ears. Never again. None of this will ever happen again. What have I been doing? I wanted to make her happy. I wanted to teach her so many things. I wanted to take her to so many places. I wanted to be with her forever. But it could never happen again. She's done it. No matter how you look at it, there's nothing more. Suddenly, before I could say the right thing, she went off and passed away by herself. For my entire life, I won't be able to forget this. This death. This maddening calmness. I'll never forget it. Tap. I hear the footsteps of the man who was watching it all. Finished, Shiki? Yes, it's finished. Yeah, it's finished. Answering, I turn towards my enemy. Hello. Roa. We face each other in the moonlit hallway. Roa doesn't move from the spot where Kud was before. He was watching everything silently, probably because he knew he was in a dominant position. I didn't think he was still alive. Roa stays casually as if nothing has happened. I take off my glasses and ready my knife. It seems like those who can see death are good at escaping death. It isn't a matter of the strength or weakness of your life. However, normally people call that a useless effort. You want to talk. You and I, we already died once. Exactly, Roa says as he smiles. Those returning from the dead can understand death. You and I are special cases of that kind. I've experienced death 17 times before I got to this, but you've only done it once. Honestly, it might be the difference in our latent ability. I'm really curious what kind of ability it would have been if I had been incarnated in your body. A bothersome, overly composed voice. Your saying it makes my head hurt. I have two things to ask you, and one thing to tell you. I might just say this while my head fills with pain. Oh? Alright, go ahead. Probably because he's so absolutely confident in his dominating position, Roa responds musically. But the first question is the most important. Why did you kill Arcueid? Why? She was trying to kill me, so wasn't it natural to kill her back? Well, the one I desired wasn't this weak Princess Tsukihime. My common self could have taken apart the princess while she lived, but there's no point in taking in a princess no different from a regular vampire. So I figured there was no value in taking her in and decided to settle it. I thought if she died you would lose your powers though. Even I'm disappointed with the way things have turned out, so maybe she's alive? I don't know. Twisting his lips, the enemy laughs. My head hurts. Hurry, I have to kill him as fast as possible. I can't stand him existing a second longer. Well, what do you plan on doing now? Don't tell me you think you can fight me in your condition. Resisting is useless, Shiki. I know that more than anyone else. Dizziness causing me to collapse to my knees, but still, even if I don't have any power left to even stand and gaze at him. Cracks. Enough. If you see my death, if you can't touch it, it's meaningless. You know, Shiki, I'm rating your ability rather highly. Yes, it seems Shiki's personality is fading away. Since he has avenged you, I'm more Roa than Shiki now. Well, it doesn't really matter. Roa takes another step forward. Isn't this how wonderful, Shiki? We should be happy. We're probably the only ones who possess the mystic eyes of death perception in the entire world. It would be a shame to lose such a rare ability, and more than anything else, we're the same entity. We can understand each other more than anyone else. There's no other partner who would assume me as you. You're trying to tell me to be your partner? No, not asking, I'm letting. I don't care about what you want. That would only get in the way. You can relax after I drink your blood and plunder even your soul. I'll make you into an existence where you won't hesitate to use your power. The, gritting of my teeth. I see. Then the next question. What you see are the lines of points or points. No, I'll make it simple. You can only see it on living creatures, right? You can't possibly see it on anything else. Hmm? Of course, non-living creatures don't have any life. Only living things have this place indicating the source of life. I thought so. I understand completely, vampire. I grip my knife. The headache completely governs the inside of my brain, and all I can see is one thing. You're not being clear, and those aren't really fitting final words, but enough talk. There's also the hiding woman from the church I have to deal with. You're lucky, Shiki. Once I make you my subordinate, your first opponent will be that woman you trust. I'm guessing Arcueid is alive? Maybe, I don't know. Roa approaches. My waving vision isn't fixated on his figure. While you and I see are different, Shiki, in the back of my head, a switch turns on. All you're seeing is life. You don't understand death at all. That's why you can't kill me, and you're only able to kill a weakened woman. My brain reaches a white heat. Or what? If you could see death, you couldn't maintain your sanity. All you can perceive is the part which keeps things alive. If you could see death, you couldn't even manage to stand. To give an example, it is the world on the moon. Everything is like a desolate wasteland. There seems of death on anything I see. Events of the world which disappear when I touch them. What are you? Being able to see the death of things means you're forced to see the world's uncertainty and fragility. The ground is like it's not there, and the sky seems to fall at any moment. Oh, what are you talking about? Rose's voice falters, of course, because he can't even understand the slightest bit of what I'm saying. In other words, his eyes and mine are maybe similar, but they're completely different things. Stop it. Those eyes, don't look at me with those eyes. Fear mixes into Rose's voice. Well, I can cut non-living objects because I can see that death, but I guess he can only cut alive things. Okay, he even said it himself. Humans are instinctually afraid of the unknown. You don't know the illusion that whole world could perish in an instant. That is what it means to see death. These eyes, this power isn't something you can boast about like you did. Yet back then I was even scared of walking. You and I would. If I hadn't met that person, I would have long since gone insane. That's your mistake, vampire. Life and death may be back to back. Well, they never faced each other. I'm telling you, don't look at me with those eyes. The sound of running footsteps, but I'm many times faster, am I? I'll show you. This is what it means to kill something. Seeing that I thrust the hallway's point on the floor. Instantaneously, the lines racing through the passageway, undulate. What? Even the sound of those screaming voices buried amidst the crashing rubble. The passageway is literally killed. The blocks which lost their meaning break apart and crumble away. For it must have been a total surprise attack. Pulled down by the destruction of the hallway and the collapsing rubble, Rover falls to the earth. In front of my very eyes, the passageway crumbles away. Enduring the pain in my head and the burning in my body, I head to the stairs. I head past Arcueid's corpse and hurry to the courtyard. And under the moonlight, the courtyard under the passageway has become a sea of rubble. In its center, something moves. He really is sly when dealing with death. I pull my almost collapsing body towards it. He's really something. The lower half of Roa's body is almost completely gone. Yet coming out from underneath the rubble, the upper half of his body still moves, ignoring that fact. This amount of life may almost be something worthy of respect. What was that? Quivering Roa wonders aloud. Walking on top of the rubble, I move directly in front of him. Shiki. Roa lifts his head to look at me. His eyes seem to be particularly ooze with hatred. You monster! His voice equally full of indignified hatred. Who is? Replying, I stand in front of him. Roa's death is just a little right of his heart. I slightly thrust my knife forward. A sensation like piercing paper. That feeling is indeed death. Roa gives a small scream. He's someone who has experienced death. He should know this feeling really well. You're not scared, are you? It's a path you're quite familiar with. If there's a difference, it's only one thing. You're gonna die permanently. This time, you can't come back. Yeah, because in the seal route, I didn't kill you, and then you just latched onto my body. But now in this route, you die, because I kill you. I stab you in the thingy. In the other one, I could kill them after me and Seal failed. I pull out my knife and turn away from Roa. Roa isn't dead yet. Like Arcueid, someone as long-lived as him will linger just a little longer. I breathe weakly. My mind wavers. If my body is at its limits, then my head is past its limits. Arcueid said back then I shouldn't force myself to look at death of non-living things. If I do it too much, the blood vessels in my brain will burn away. I don't care about that. It would have been alright. Even if I turned myself into a vegetable, it would have been worth it to stop Roa sooner. That way you wouldn't had to have. I collapse. I fall onto the ground. My ankles are in pain. I turn around and see the upper half of Roa's body which crawled this far. With bloodshot eyes he makes his way onto my collapsed body. Fading, disappearing, I am disappearing. His bloody arms wrap around my neck. Oh, why, I disappear, how did you kill me? Me. Opening his saw-like mouth, he moves to bite my neck. I won't disappear, you and I are connected, you see. You are, if my existence things cannot be cut. His teeth dig into my neck. He vanishes. His body falls apart in a single instant. Uh, did he bite me? Uh, Seal? Yes, with this, it means I'm the one who killed him. Senpai says this, sword in hand and breathing happily. Eh? I don't quite understand. I'm saying I'm the one who killed Roa. No matter who your opponent is, you should not kill humans. You are not someone who should come to my world. So I'm the one who killed him. Senpai says this haughtily as she places her hands on her hips. Senpai, that's just sugarcoating it. Maybe it is, but it is a kind light, so isn't it okay? Even if it is hypocrisy, doesn't it allow room for hope somehow? Those words are similar. When I told her not to talk about what ifs, she answered with something like that. Yeah, that's right. Somehow, somewhere, it's hope then. How happy can that be? But that isn't really important, is it? Are you okay, Tonakin? Were you bitten? Senpai rushes quickly to care for me. My consciousness fades away. I don't want to move away anymore, and my brain wants to rest. Shiki, hey, farther and farther away. Eyes still open with the gas-like moon overhead, my consciousness completely ceases. As it happens, I think to myself how it seems just like a television being switched off. Tsukihime Epilogue. Huh. Uh, this has another ending, right? Because I'm pretty sure it said well, I'm pretty sure the seals, as I said, that one of them doesn't have another ending, so maybe this one doesn't. Shiki-sama, it is morning. Please wake up. I hear a familiar voice. Shiki-sama, please wake up. You are late like yesterday. You will break your promise with Akia-sama. A voice uh, partially tense, partially relaxed. Shiki-sama, is it okay? Aki-sama will end up scolding you again. No, it's not okay at all. I'm up. I'm up, so hold on. To one of these streets, I respond as I slowly open my eyes. I guess in this one, Akira dies. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Morning. I give a sleepy greeting in response and pull out my glasses. Put on my glasses. It's past 7 in the morning. Yusu comes out her usual time and managed to wake me up. I will prepare your breakfast. After changing, appears head towards the dining room. Right. Yusu disappears from the top after a bow. I give a big yawn. After a nice stretch, I get up from bed. I change into my school uniform and cast a glance at my desk. On top is the knife I will never use again. The curtains sway in the wind. Yusu must have opened the window. The sky is refreshingly clear. It's just a little cold though. I approach the window to close it. As it turns out, I ended up waking in my own room. Seems Senpai carried me here. Fortunately, Aki and the others didn't know I left. It's been 1 week since that night. Tonoshiki's life hasn't changed a bit from what it was before. My relationship with Aki is a bit uneasy at times, but of course, we're brother and sister. Except for that passageway being repaired, the school has not changed at all. No, it did change. Oh yeah, Senpai's gone. At school, there's no Senpai called Sealed anywhere, nor does anyone remember her. The incidents of Sealed members haven't occurred once since then. Since there's been no official arrest, the streets are still relatively empty at night, but will probably return to normal in a month. As for me, I carry an unfillable void in my heart, but I continue on as I did before, or rather I can bear with it all. At least I got overwhelmed when I am assailed by memories, but I don't think I'll go insane or anything like that. Someday, will I go crazy after not being able to bear those memories? Will I just return to living normally after just getting used to them? Perhaps there's about 50-50 chance, but until then, even if it's just a little girlish, I keep the final promise I made with her every day. Autumn is drawing to a close, isn't it? The blue sky outside is enough to take my breath away. Taking a large deep breath, I shut the window. Hmm. Alright. Uh, Classes end and the classroom empties, but I won't leave until the sun sets completely. The red classroom. The burning sunset spreads outside the window. Sun flushes red as it sinks deep into the sky. I'll always be waiting here. I remember my unforgettable promise. I'll continue waiting here forever. There's still one promise I haven't been able to fulfill. When this is all over and when we're done defeating this vampire before we part, can we do something like this just once more? By then she tilted her head to the side in confusion. So I was really wondering what would happen if we were to meet again without any responsibilities, if we just met for no particular reason. When I said those words, I was only thinking about her. If you're too busy, then it's okay. I only thought about it just now anyway. Just, not as two people cooperating, but as two friends who got along. Not doing anything in particular. If we could create some normal memories like that. I knew she would be happy. Okay. When everything's over, let's get here again. Come here again, Shiki. It won't have any meaning, but I'm sure it'll be really, really fun. After her eyes widened in surprise, she nodded. In the classroom bathed by the sunsets, Arcueid smiled and made that promise with me. I remember that promise. I remember that smile. I remember everything. I can't forget. I won't forget. I'll always, always remember the promise we made in the room, ablaze with the sunset to meet her again. The sun sinks further. These hours until the vermilion fades completely. The quiet time until the crimson sky disappears. This eternal fleeting instant of the world standing still. Maybe I'm already crazy, even though I'm waiting for someone who will never come. My heart is terribly calm, horribly calm. clatter, the sound of something touching a desk. I look. A window is open. I realize that painted in red sunlight, she's standing by the window. Eh? She doesn't move at all, but she's there. She's right in front of me. She's not an illusion. But I feel there's a distance which cannot be spanned between us. I can't speak, but I feel so terribly calm now. Jeez, I really was planning on disappearing, Shiki, but you just wait forever. I couldn't just leave you alone like that, so I came here. I thought you died. She smiles bashfully. Well, you know, I did say I was never gonna break a promise with you again. That's true. Thanks for keeping the promise. But I'm sorry, it seems this time I'm the one who won't be able to keep it. Why? I was surprised myself. I asked her, this in a truly gentle voice without any anger at all. Yes, I never did tell you my reason for pursuing Grower. Actually, a long time ago, I once drank human blood. At that time, the humans stole some of my powers and became an incredibly strong dead apostle. In the end, ended up killing all the other transistors except for me. Then that means you mean Roa? Yes. Until that time, I never knew about the vampire impulse. The other transistors also believed I did not have it, but it was too late. Until then, I didn't even know I was a vampire, so I didn't even know it was something I shouldn't do. I see. Never having been taught being anything extra, she wasn't taught she was the same as those she killed. Because of just one mistake, I destroyed everyone, so I won't drink human blood ever again. But the true ancestor that has drank blood once cannot remain sane without doing it again. I can only be here because you completely killed Roa. Even though I annihilated him so many times, it was only just his flesh and not his soul. But you killed his existence completely, Shiki. So the only power he still returns to me, and I managed to revive. That doesn't, but that doesn't, but that's all I can do. I can no longer resist the vampiric impulse inside of me. So, that doesn't matter. Shiki, I can't see you again. Sorry for breaking our promise. That doesn't matter to me. Uh, 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 I didn't want to put this here, okay. I just wanted to be by your side, that's all. You can keep your promise. Shiki, drink my blood. If you can keep your promise. Time passes by. Neither of us say anything. And after a truly maddening silence, I see, but I can't. I don't need your blood, Shiki. Why? Is my blood not good? Do you have a reason for not drinking it? She nods. I like you, so I won't. She smiles like a flower blooming triumphantly. I suck in a large amount of air and just try to suppress this feeling. I want to stop her, I want to stop her. I want to stop her, I want to stop her. Even if I have to kill her, I want to stop her. But her smile is just too, gorgeous. I can't selfishly bring myself to ruin it. Goodbye, I really am grateful for everything, Shiki. My throat trembles and no sound comes out. But still, I have to say goodbye. I'm a liar. Why? You kept your promise, Shiki. I'm just a worthless liar. I said I would make you happy. Yep, I vow to. No, not at all. I will not sleep from now on, but I will sleep from now on, but I will always be dreaming of you. I enjoyed our time together so much, I will always be dreaming about it. It won't have any meaning, but I'm sure it'll be really, really fun. So Shiki, I really am happy. You really did make me happy. Damn, my throat is filled up. I don't want such a... You really are kind, Shiki. Yeah, I knew coming here to say goodbye was a good thing. I love you, Shiki. Your honesty, how you are always spaced out, how I'm the only one you yell at, how you always look forward to the future, I love all of you. So please keep living like that, okay? Just for an instant, she smiles sadly. She waves her hand and, as if fading into the sunset itself, she disappears before my very eyes. I grit my teeth, trying to hold it in. She was smiling until the very end, so at least I don't want to cry. The classroom is empty. I see. You really did keep your promise. In this classroom, I promised to meet again in the classroom as the sun sets. She definitely kept it. There are some things I lost, but it is now over. The curtain has fallen cleanly over the time I knew her, the time I ran through with her. Come to think of it, farewell is always there. In that case, our farewell was only early. Thinking of it that way, this was a really satisfying farewell. She was still alive, and she told me that she's happy. No, not like this. This isn't what I wanted. Right. More, I wanted to be with her more. I wanted to talk with her more. I wanted to feel the warmth of her body more. I wanted to see her smile more, always. Not like this, but always I wanted to make her smile. But she, smiling to the end, she left me behind, telling me to live. That stupid idiot. That was her last wish. With a smile, she told me no matter how hard it is, even if I have to deceive myself right now until I can finally see it as a simply as a memory to keep looking forward to the future I live. There's no way I can do that. I don't have the slightest confidence to live in a world like that. Still, so that she can see a happy dream, I have to at least grant her wish. Ba bam ba ba da da blue. Ah, I realize the sun has long since sank. The crimson sky is painted over in a dark blue. The dark night sky. The spiral wisp of clouds and the bright white moon. They are all that's left, but an extremely beautiful memory. I exhale slowly as if praying. She may no longer be here, but I have to say I have to say what I forgot to say earlier. Goodbye. Had a lot of fun too. Those extremely late words of it all echoed through the classroom. Only the glass-like moon hangs in the night sky, the distant blue moon looking as if it was a shadow if touched. A long time until dawn, I keep looking up at it. The Moonlight Princess, okay? Tsukihime. That's a pretty good ending, I think. Bin. Okay. So there's like another ending for this? I don't know. I can skip these things. I don't know. I'll check the seal thingy. Yes. Will you take the seals? Yes, I'll take seal's lesson. Seal. Is another ending? Tell me. You have reached a curious true ending. Well done. Each heroine, with one exception, has two different kinds of endings, a true and a good ending. After reaching one of the endings, please go back a little and re-advance through the story. A different event should await you. Well then, thank you very much for playing up to this point. Let's meet again somewhere in Tsukihime. Oh, okay, so I guess you do have another ending. I don't know which one doesn't have two endings. I guess you'll tell me like once I beat it, but uh I didn't save this time, did I? So okay, let's go here. Then I'll just progress to the next choice. Uh, oh, is there no choice here? Maybe, actually. Huh. Yeah, okay, there's no choice, it seems. Yeah, okay, I've got to the epilogue again. So yeah, this is definitely not the right thing. Oh, oh, what? Oh, there's a choice in the epilogue. I'll keep my promise, I'll never forget to cue it. Oh, what are these choices? Well, I'll trick I never forget to cue it because I already kept my promise. I started walking from the mansion atop the hill towards school. Like any other day, the morning is wrapped in tranquility. Autumn is almost over and winter's close by. Perhaps with this vague season, in between the heat of summer and the chill of winter changes, maybe this transparent feeling will also change. I see more figures of students in uniforms the closer I go to school. Today is Saturday, so most of them are still smiling as they walk along the road. Once I pass the intersection, I'll reach the front gate. It will soon be a month since I came back to the Toner Mansion. I've already become well used to this route by now. The traffic light turns red and I stand in front of the crosswalk. Every time I stop here, I remember that one time at the intersection, Akuda was waiting for Tonoshiki back. Then she sat at the guardrail just like she is doing now. Eh? I say that without thinking. Between the cars rushing by, a scene unfolds just like before. Oh, Akuda is here. So I can see him in the classroom all here. Is that gonna give me like a different ending? Cause is this the good ending or not the true one? Well, she's there, dressed in white with golden hair down to her shoulders. Long slender eyebrows over crimson eyes. A figure I could never mistake with anyone else no matter what. That figure that has vanished long ago. I broke my promise this time, I guess. The light turns green. The tunnels around me start moving. In the midst of it, I am the only one who stands still and she is the only one who notices I'm here. She has a typical smile as she crosses the intersection. I can't speak. I'm so overwhelmed with emotion I don't even know what to do. Even if this is just some kind of bad illusion, I'm so happy just to see her again I could cry. Hello, are you heading to school, student-san? I can't believe it, the illusion even has her voice down perfectly. Shiki, hey, why are you so quiet? Don't tell me you forgot about me. Those red eyes looking up at me, there's no way I could forget, but at the same time there's no way she could be here alive. I just can't speak. She wrinkles her eyebrows together and glares at me like an angry cat. Geez, what gives? I put up with not going to see you and was waiting here so long. Don't tell me you're so angry, Shiki. You're angry, Shiki. Are you not gonna leave this in this ending? Maybe? I don't know. I just can't believe it. This isn't an illusion in front of me. It really is. Arcueid? Yes, it's me. Thank goodness. I thought you became a vegetable after fighting Roa. I was really worried of you now. Wait a minute. I'm confused. What do I say? What should I be happy about? Is there something I need to do? I really am just overwhelmed. I don't know. Shiki, hey, you're acting funny. Your mouth is wide open and so are your eyes. Well, it's kind of interesting too for me, so I'll keep watching. Arcueid, that's what I mean. Jeez, you just keep saying my name. Yeah, okay. Well, we finally managed to meet again, so can't you find anything more fitting to say? Yeah, there's no mistake. There's only one person who could say such ridiculous things. Why? I can't hear you, but please say it a little louder. She tells me, come on, as she points, like, yeah, closer to me. Why are you still alive? I scream and voice my feelings as loud as I can. That's not very nice. Not so loud, Shiki. You don't need to say not so loud. Why are you alive? I thought you were gone. That I would never see you again. That I would always regret it. But why? This cheerfully as if we only said goodbye yesterday. How could she greet me so simply? Oh, I see. I never did tell you, Shiki. Arcueid drops her fist to her other hand in realization. Yeah, I never did tell you my reason for pursuing Roa. He stole some of my power. In order to take it back, I pursued him, but you completely destroyed him, right? And the power was freed from Roa, returned to me, and I managed to come back to life. You never told me about that. No, I didn't. It didn't really concern you. So you said in the other ending that if we kill Arcueid, Roa's power would be gone, but clearly that's not the case. It's just that after I killed Roa, his power went back to Arcueid, which let her revive. Why did you? Anyway, I revived, but I could barely resist the vampiric impulse inside of me. I probably would have done something terrible if I wanted to see you, so I slept until I regained my power. Because of that, I was able to return to normal, but it took 7 days to suppress my impulse. Oh. And then you're really okay now, Arcueid? Of course. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here. I see, so in the first ending, I instantly just, like, the next day I go to do my promise thingy, which results in her locking herself away because she thinks she can't, get her impulse back, and this one I just, like, wait a month, because I don't fulfill the promise. I see. She flashes me a full smile, like Arcueid takes my hand. Cool beans. You know, Shuki, while I was asleep, I was really looking forward to meeting you again like this. But because I did, we could go around and do so many things. I was thinking it would be nice to get better, even just a little quicker. Actually, these endings could be one after another. Like, it could be I kept my promise, and then this happened a month later, which is the route I want to go for, actually. That would also mean that in the seal ending, instead of it being like a weird rom-com at the end for the true ending, it was the good ending where I'm just living in an illusion whilst I'm slowly dying, which I think I prefer that. So the true ending is what the game wants me to see initially, and the good ending is how it actually, like, the aftermath or whatever. Like, he looks at me with pure, unadulterated eyes, unadulterated smile, speechless, not in a bad way, but I'm just so happy. Being able to see her smile again, all the things we can do from now on. How I told Senpai that my wish was never to Arcueid to leave me alone, none of them, not one of them. There's so many things I want to say that I can tell her right now, but right now I'm just speaking honestly from the heart. Welcome back, I've been waiting for you for so long. Squeeze her hand in return and briefly tell her just that. She looks like bewildered at first. Yeah, saying that she looks away in embarrassment, Arcueid. I call out to her. After a brief pause, she faces me with a full smile. Yeah, I'm back. I'm glad you're still yourself, Shiki. My chest tightens. If this wasn't right on the way to school, I would embrace Hista. Her smile is just so adorable. Cool, I guess. Alright, oh, let's go, Shiki. You're about to take me to many places, right? Arcueid releases my hand and jumps like a rabbit. She's so radiant I can barely look at her directly. But where? Anywhere. Somewhere you think is fun, Shiki. Smiling, Arcueid replies like it's nothing. But that's a little troubling. You know I do have to go to school. Hey, can't you at least spend a day with me today? Arcueid looks dissatisfied. Evidently I'm extremely weak against that face of hers. Well, even if I went to school like this, I wouldn't be able to concentrate there, and more than anything else, I want to be with Arcueid. You're right. Who cares about bullying reputation? Okay, Arcueid. I will indulge in your selfishness for the day, my princess. Yay. Dawn. Bump. She suddenly pushes her body up against mine. I'm running SCG? I am. Okay. Hey, Shiki. That night, what you were talking about with Seal, your feelings haven't changed? She looks up imploringly at me as she asks, my feelings that night, what do you mean? About you saying you loved me. I start to splutter. It's too embarrassing for her to ask me this question when she's this close to me. Oh, I forgot. You shouldn't eavesdrop, Arcueid. I can't help it if I overheard. Anyway, come and answer me. Your words that night, they haven't changed. Idiot. I don't even need to say that. Yeah, they haven't changed. I can't make any guarantees, but they'll probably never change. I'm so embarrassed I look up at the sky and answer. Arcueid wraps her arm around mine. Oh? Then you should prepare yourself, Shiki. Prepare? Prepare for what? I can't help but let a tinge of unease creep in my voice. She holds onto my arms and speaks with a smile. Because you promised to be with me forever, didn't I say so when we first met? I'll have you take responsibility for me. Are you turning me to a vampire? Then she starts to walk, still holding on my arms. She's as energetically as a little child, urging me to hurry up to get to the playground. Oh, I see. Suddenly I would have to prepare. Speaking to no one in particular, I start to walk with her. Head towards some random place going against the flow of students going to school. Where to? Well, there's no place we can't go. The sunlight really suits the princess of the moonlight accompanying me. The weather is a perfect blue sky. Hand in hand we walk towards the new beginning for the two of us. Cool. I guess that's this ending, the good ending. So I'm guessing they are like that. So it's the true ending, then it's the good ending. That takes place afterwards. On that note, they said that there's only one ending for one of them. So I'm guessing that one doesn't need an aftermath. Maybe. I'm guessing the Seal thing will tell me when I got that one. Well, let's go to the lesson. You have reached the Arcueid's good ending. Well done. Yes. Please go back and one more thing. If you have some saved data where you cleared at least one heroine, it may be good these should be start from the first day. You may have many more choices than before. Well then, thank you very much for playing up until this point. Let's meet again somewhere in Tsukihime. Yeah, sure. Hopefully not actually. I don't like you, Seal.